gonna make the profiles boom, 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 boom. What they is, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is today on Gunner's Profiles. What it is real life, real talk by a real one who really was there and done that. What it ain't is added preservatives, no bullshit, man. We're not telling fake stories over here. This ain't stories written by two clappers who lie, and then he just runs with the stories anyways. Bang, bang, coward shit. Anyways, with that being said, damn, too much, huh? Sometimes in a menudo style in direct fashion. Fuck it, la primera I say. These are the streets, homie. And in the streets, we're going to get real. So trip out. What I wanted to talk about today, as you can tell by that thumbnail, is no hands-on policies in the state of California. Órale, carnal. You know what I mean? Pues having that respect is even better. We're not talking about fucking fist fights and fades and one-on-ones. That's real man shit. No doubt about it. That is definitely real man shit. You know, to call a motherfucker out one-on-one, go ahead and get that fade, go in the bliñas, handle your business. I grew up that way. So I knew how to fade and go fucking behind a handball court and handle my business even more than I knew how to fucking tie my shoes. So it became an everyday way of life growing up incarcerated through the youth authority. I was a young kid, but I did what I had to do. You know what I mean? I was doing what I had to do, cousin. So on Paru, the shit got real. Ask Whack 100. He was there. The shit really got real, right? But in real life, in a menudo style in direct fashion, California nowadays within the prison system, it's basically no hands-on policies. You know, everywhere you go, especially on them 4 and 3 yard Sasuke, metal, heavy metal. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. What are the headbangers? Metal, heavy metal, right? The best metal you could find on the yarda, or in fact, plastic, whatever the fuck, mate. So let's get glass. It's it. Whatever helps and whatever works, whatever you can put inside a person. So let's get pero no flesh, because we don't get down like that in Cali. So I mean, to a certain extent, some do. That's good, and that's why they're on a fucking chirujo yard. But trip out. In real life, we're talking about no hands-on policies here. We're talking about individuals who have been incarcerated and doing time for a very, very, very long time, who know the art of war, the art of guerra, right? I say guerra, not guerra, for the fucking baboso who put it in my DM. What do you mean guerra? I didn't say guerra, puta, I said guerra. You know what I mean? With the G, but and in that fashion. War, okay, war. Warriors go to war, okay? It's better when there isn't war in prison. It's better when everyone can go just get cantina on their packages and live their life to the fullest. But at the end of the day, vatos like conflict, drama. That's what this world is based upon. That's what happens. And for the most part, when it really happens on them 4 and 3 yards, it fucking happens, right? It's really gonna happen. Vatos are gonna try to hit you, try to kill you, you know, maim you, bite you, pinch you, whatever they feel they have to do to get the upper hand and to win that battle. So in California, for the most part, you're not gonna see people doing fades, catching one-on-ones. It's just not gonna happen, Captain. Pensa la tira, if that's what you want. This is not the state for you. Okay, this is not the California Department of Corrections. Maybe ain't the system for you. So maybe kick your ass to Hawaii or something. I don't know, where you can catch that fake on un big Samoan who's gonna beat you up anyways. Going to choke move and it's over. Yokozuna shit. You're gonna get the stink face from Rakishi and it's over. In California, vatos putting the pedal to the metal nowadays. Okay, I know back in the days, to catch a fade in a fist fight, that's where a man can prove he's a man. And there's a lot of people saying, Sasuke, you're a pussy if you can't take the fade. You know, what's a fade? Okay? Vatos will take one of those every day, all day long. That ain't shit, huh? Sasuke, that is grown man shit. That is learning to fucking fight, handling your business, and coming back to fight another day. But see, they don't want that, humps. You know, I always grew up in the way I was laced up and educated that when it came to fighting, when it really got to that point of fighting, you're trying to kill the other motherfucker, right? Straight, we're trying to hurt them very, very bad where they can't come back. So it's because it gets ugly. So you beat them, or they beat you, and now your homeboy wants to jump in, and their homeboys want to jump in, and now the whole ranfla, the whole carro's going at it, and next thing you know, there's a melee on the yard. You know what I mean? Why fucking go through all the fucking, you know, the bullshit? Let's just get straight to the melee, bata. Orale. Let's get to the melee in LA. You know what I mean? Let's just get straight to it. And that's the mindset and the way that vatos on the yardas think. That's the way they carry themselves. You know, for the most part, 99.9% out of the time, you're not going to have fucking drama. Charlie, I'm going to tell you why. The reason being is most vatos have the mentality, the mind state, and they're smart enough to understand that they don't want to see their camaradas, their homeboys, their canales, or whatever the case may be on a gurney, on a stretcher, because vatos from all sides are going, you're going to lose, vato, and you're going to lose, Doc. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going against the guns, right? Vatos are going to get down. It's going to get heavy and heated real quick. Before it gets to that point, most smart individuals from every said group, Woods, Africanos, Kumis, Jamas, Crips, Bloods, North, South, Bulldogs. Well, now Bulldogs are different. We're going to get to them. Them vatos are just rushed. They don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They're going to get off where they're mad at, and I understand why. You know what I mean? They're the only ones doing their thing by themselves. So I was scared in a federal fashion. So they're a little bit different. But when it comes to the bigger groups, I will tell you that most people were able to talk it out before they had to walk it out. Because usually if you had to walk it out, some vatos weren't walking out. Okay, they were getting carted out or flown out. It happens all the time, especially in the California Department of Corrections where it gets ugly, right? 4 yards, 180, stand up. If you can, after getting hit several times, 100 times probably. In a menudo style, what happens, bro, is individuals that are laced up, very seasoned, well fucking abreast of what's going on around them will chop it up, man. You know, they'll take care of business with this, with their mentality, with their mind. You know, if you can prevent violence on the yard, why not? That's what real men do. They're able to talk and great minds think alike. So let's get you out. So look, so your friend's a puto, right? But at the same time, that's your friend. I understand that. To what degree a puto? The highest pinchy degree. But what we're going to do today is we're going to let bygones be bygones. As long as you take care of your own people, we'll take care of ours. And in prison, for the most part, that's the get down. You take care of yours, we'll take care of ours. Well, I thought we were all the same. We are, but to what degree the same is different. Everyone's going to interpret it differently. Okay? If there's some business going on with the Southern Mexicans, they're going to deal with it internally. They're not going to let everyone know their business. Why? Charlie Holmes, it doesn't involve you. Your name's Bennett, bitch. Stay the fuck up out in it, right? No. Just go Parus, stay over there, right? If the Parus have their own shit going on, they're going to deal with it internally. If the Cripas are over there, si walking con todo, they're going to deal with their shit. The Woods, likewise, Norteños will indubitably. You know? What you're going to see on these yards when you walk these yards for people that have never been there is you're going to see removals. You're going to see vatos getting metaflighted out of there because they fucked up somewhere along the line within their own group organization. Okay, whether they didn't roll that mattress tight enough, whether they burnt someone for their stash, right? I mean, I fucking appreciate you, man, for stabbing him 100 times. Whatever they did that shed that bad light on them, or whether it would be a bad call, you know, shit happens in life. They'll deal with it internally, okay? It never has to come to everybody getting off. Okay, now why is this video called No Hands Policy? Because basically there's no hands on anymore. You cannot fight people. You cannot do it with these. You have to do it with this. It's imaginary. You can't see it, but just imagine a big old bunker bed, the big one. Going in my pipa, that's fucking big, right? Metal time. Hammer time. Better with no hammer, but con un hammer, right? You know what I'm talking about. People are not doing this anymore. Times have changed. Because this is just going to lead to a whole lot more drama. Let's just get straight. Can we just bypass the fight and get straight to the killing? Fuck you, man. It's like a commercial. Can I fast forward this shit and get straight to the... Orale, there it is. Sangre. Okay. Yeah, I'll hold. Right? That's how it is. People want to get straight to the business. Fuck the bullshit. If it comes to that point where you really have to use violence as an alternative to handle it, they're going to handle it in real life. You got to understand, in prison, these vatos ain't got the time of day to play games. Okay? We're all going to go one-on-one fights and everything's going to be cool and then we're going to walk the yada together. No, there's a lot of shit that happens. Vatos lose. See, in a fight, there's a winner and a loser. There's very rarely a tie. You know what I mean? Draw. Orale, pinche vato. The only thing we know about drawing is drawing a card for the homeboy, and even then, you'll probably get burnt for your federal and you have to get off. It's just ugly. For the most part, man, people are going to lose and people are going to win. And the people that are going to lose are going to feel some type of way. Every fucking time. I've seen it over. It's a redundant thing. Over and over again. Vatos don't like to take L's in prison. In prison, you can't take an L. It's not allowed. Okay, if you take an L, what does that mean? That means you made your fucking ranfla look bad. Now they have to all get off where they're mad at. There's been so many situations where vatos that took an L had to come back and kill that motherfucker because he hit them too hard, right? And then they handle their business. So basically in California, it's an unspoken rule, no hands-on policy. Now I remember one time in Tracy, I'm gonna tell you guys a little story. There was Tracy Prison. A removal was in place. To what degree of removal? The highest degree of vato got removed, right? And I remember at that time we actually got a paloma, a huila from a certain place, saying that we were to not use weaponry for removals for a while because we were drawing too much attention. Vatos, hey, you kill people. Vatos were coming up short. Serio, back to back to back. And we were always on lockdown in Tracy. Every time I pinch you into Tracy, we were on some type of lockdown. To get off of lockdown, every once in a while you got to wiggle. But for the most part, we was always on fucking lockdown. You might as well just chalk that up. Put that in the calendar. Norteños were on lockdown, right? It's because of removals. Cleaning up trash, basura, you know what I mean? Trying to make the yard function the way it should function. But anyways, this particular time, there was a huila that was going around that was saying that there was supposed to be no weaponry involved because we were bringing too much negative attention on the Northern Carro. Okay, so a removal need to happen. So we got at a couple people and we're like, okay, bam, boop, 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 no weaponry. One of them rolled it up immediately. I'm going to tell you why. I ended up running into him later on in life and chopping it up with them. I said, what happened? This is why'd you roll it up, right? He said, hey, the moment you guys said no weaponry, I thought you guys were going to go out there and stab the shit out of me. I said, fuck that. I had to get on down the yellow brick rock. I got on fast too, shit, because I didn't want a fucking house to fall on me. You know what I mean? This is the pin, homie. You know what I mean? And I understood the situation. It was something different. Because most people that are incarcerated nowadays and that know, even back then, that know, it's going to be pedazo time. There's going to be weaponry involved. You're either going to get, you know what I mean? You're going to get fucking, right? You're going to get fucked up one way or the other. But for these went out the window a long time ago. Now, a man has these, or a man develops these, or even a man that doesn't have them uses them. Use whatever the fuck you got, right? But in prison in California, especially, the times and the days have changed. The years haven't. You're going to keep getting those. But the times have changed. There's no more of these. Just like on the streets, there's no more of these. You notice that? Sit down. Have you noticed that? There are no more of these. You hardly see people use this. They don't do that no more. This ain't the 90s. This ain't the 80s when vatos would catch that one fade one time for your mind. You might see fucking China Mac. We didn't even see it, right? We just heard about it. You might see vatos. I hear about vatos catching fades, but for the most part, nah. It's all about clack, 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 clack. Ghost out, right? People using weaponry. That's what this world has come to. It has changed, and it changed overnight. I remember vatos catching fades. We used to have Friday night fades right there in the hood in Beechwood. Vatos would get down, get off where you're mad at, right? So this guy was involved in plenty of them. And then times changed. Vatos would start stabbing each other. And I was like, God damn, I thought that was not an uppercut. That was a tiger, but a tiger fucking pedazo cut, right? It was different. Things just started to change, and overnight, celebrity type shit, it was done. There was no more of that. And the same thing happened in prison. So it becomes an unspoken rule of a no hands-on policy, right? No hands-on. You're not going to fucking put hands on your own people. You're going to put weapons on them, right? You're going to use fucking metal. Okay, the Southerners, the Northerners, everybody, look, I'm not trying to speak on their business. I'm just saying from the outside looking in, and I ain't even trying to look in too deep, because I might see something I don't want to. But on the outside looking in, I know enough to say, and I've been incarcerated long enough to know, and I'm out now, fuck that, to say that fucking in prison, there's no more of that. They're not, you don't have to worry about getting snaked on. You have to worry about catching a pedazo in your ear. In your earlobes. So con un pinche pico de gallo and your earlobes over here. You know what I mean? Looking like a piece of nopal. That's it. They're not playing anymore. And like I said, I understand. It's quite understandable. Prison is not a place for fun. It's not a place to have a good time. Okay, if you can have a good time there, so it is what it is, right? But it's not a place for that. It's a place to do your time and stay on your toes and be aware and progress and try to, you know what I mean, strengthen yourself, try to educate your mind so that when you get out, if you got a date to get out, if you got that earliest projected release date, the ERPD or MRPD, whatever the fuck they call it, so you can get out, man, and do something with your life. But while you're in there, you have to be a soldado, a warrior. You got to let that Aztec, Incan, Mayan, Zulu, fucking Viking, fucking Genghis, fucking whatever it is, fucking, you got to let that blood flow, right? You have to tap into your inner warrior and handle your business, because people that fucking don't show that type of fucking warriorism will become victims. I'm tired of being crept on. I'm tired of being crept on. Well, don't worry. Nowadays, they'll just creep on you one time and it's over. So it'll be fast. You know what I mean? 100 different times. They don't play. So the no hands-on policy is a quietly unspoken rule that goes on in prison now. You don't ever hear about people, hey, guess what happened, bro? These vatos fucking, you'll hear about fucking maybe 10 or fucking 10, 15 vatos jumping someone and stomping the fuck out. Just like you heard in fucking, what happened? It was in Salinas Valley the other day when, of course, the Norteños, the South Side and the Whites, the fucking New Flowers and the Bulldogs got off on them, right? And tried to stomp them into oblivion and shit, right? And then, of course, word on the curb was somebody, I'm not going to tell you what faction, pulled out a piece of metal to ward people out, because people ain't playing anymore. They're strapped up, humps. You will secure peace. It's just what it is. There will be no more fucking one-on-ones and no more, it's just no hands-on policies. That's what it's been. It's unspoken. It's an unspoken rule. They don't tell you that when you get to prison, but they let you know, hey, don't bring drama to the carro, hums. If we're going to do something, we're going to do it as a unit, hums. Let's do it together, I say, for power. That's how they're getting down. They're going against the guns. Guns will be used. No warning shots will be fired. And that's just the way it is. But to sit here and bullshit you and lie and tell you, oh, it's constant guerra. Oh, every day. Nah, hums, you can go a month or two without no fucking pegadas. And then all of a sudden, for a week straight, it seems like fucking sangre is on the yarda. It's just how prison is. Every day is different, but it's not wild like you think. Most people, there's a lot of diplomacy there. A lot of people are very diplomatic with their words. It's kind of, if someone fucks up, you go get at them like, hey, man, you need to handle your people. Hey, you got your people, Big Jim, right? Yeah, but we need to know what really going on. Hey, Sasuke, I'm going to go do my collections. Just like American Me, you got to have your people right one time for your mind. Everybody takes care of their own, and that's how it is. Now, with this anti-hostility shit going on, it's a lot different, but I still know that there will be no more motherfucking hands. There's not going to be one-on-one fight. Like this, I don't care what you say or what you do. Maybe in the lower yards, like the 1 or 2s, you might be able to get away in a motherfucking library one time or in a kitchen with a little one-on-one fade, but I highly doubt that's going to fucking take place as well. For the most part, man, it's gonna be motherfucking guns and roses. That's it. Utterly slash. Metal. Heavy metal. The heaviest. And that's just it. Anyways, with that being said, I just wanted to give you guys a little rundown, for those of you that are thinking about going on vacation this summer in prison. So I was gonna, you do you. So I'm gonna go get a steak. I'm gonna do me. Carne asada time. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, homeboys, at the end of the day, it's all about going out there and struggling and striving for your familia. If you think you're going to go into prison and just have it your way like Burger King, guess what? Ain't no fucking Arby's there, is there? Your lady's going to be giving me on my money. I just promise that. You know what I mean? Or someone like me. You know what I mean? To what degree? I can't call it. I know she don't want that because I'm coming hard. I got my pedazo secured, right? And that's just what it is. But the gist of that is do good, bro. If you knew better, you do better. People like me are giving you the game. Run with it. People like your homeboys are giving you the game. You should already have this 2022, bitch. If you ain't got the game, man, I don't know you got the game fucked up. Real shit. Anyways, go out there and do your thing. If you like this, please hit that like and subscribe. It's very easy to do. Lick it, stick it, touch it, pet it. I appreciate you. It's a little fucking notification bell. That'll notify you of every video that I ever drop, and I drop one every single day because that's what I do, what I does. Because on power, I try. I do my best. I got the tapes. Several hundreds of them. Make sure that you tap into them. Please hit that like and hit that thumbs up. If not, you can hit that thumbs down. If you don't like me, heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, what is giving you real game. I'm just trying to lace you up. And also, the unity of the raza, because without each other, Sasuke, for power, then we might have to go against the guns. Bang, bang, the gun. And in that fashion,